Happy Tuesday, WOD champions. So I am Rihanna and I am coming to you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm a silver leader and I'm going to talk to you today about introducing your sponsor, introducing your mentor. So first, I want to say why. Why do we do that? We do that for credibility. So I'll give you an example. My best friend is who I got started with in Advocare. But she talked to me for a whole entire year before I joined. And I kept telling her, no, no, no. Like, you're crazy. I don't want anything to do with that. I've tried that before with XYZ company and it didn't work. No, I'm not interested. So this is my best friend of 20 years who I was telling no. And you would think that we would listen to our best friend, but really, no. We are more likely to listen to a third party who we don't even know at all. So finally, after that year, the opportunity presented itself to her where I was reaching out to her, telling her that I was going to be joining another company because I needed extra income, because I was a single mom. And she took that moment to swoop in and took me directly to her mentors. She just said, "Are you home? I'm coming to get you." She picked me up and took me to her mentor's house, who talked to me and who, you know, broke down walls and barriers and talked to me about my goals and things that I really wouldn't even open up with my best friend about. So, and then I joined, and then I haven't looked back since. So you might think that your friends will listen to you and that you have influence with them, but really you just want to be the preview. You just want to be like the commercial. And then your sponsor, your mentor, is the show. You just attract, you just get people's attention, and then you immediately want to bring someone else in for credibility to seal the deal. It works because it works. It's called the success system because it works. And this is just the wheel that we have been following for all this time, and that many of us have had lots of success with. So you definitely want to just, you know, don't reinvent the wheel. It works. Keep it simple. It sometimes gets hard because you feel like you should be doing more, but your job is to get people's attention and introduce them to your sponsor. And then you're able to duplicate that behavior later on down the line for your distributors. And that's how you pay it forward. And then you'll really know that you'll feel it when you're doing the work and when you are the third party. So in the beginning, just let someone else take the wheel, just so that you can learn and so that you can learn as you earn and grow. And then you'll know what to do when it comes time for you to step up as a leader and to duplicate. So then that's why we do it, and that's my example. So how do we do it? Because sometimes at first it does feel awkward because it's not what you're used to. So it's really important to not make it weird. You really don't want to say, "This is my sponsor," because people are going to be like, "What? You know what? Nobody else knows what your sponsor is." We do, because we're, you know, that's our language. We understand that. But when someone's totally new from the outside looking in, you don't want to overwhelm them with words that is going to freak them out and seem weird. So you want to be really natural about it. You can say, like, so for me, it was income that I was primarily interested in. Mind you, I said no to products for the whole year. It wasn't, it was the income that I finally said yes to. So that's a different training, but make sure you're sharing income, not just products, because you never know who you might get and you never know what someone needs. So don't be afraid to share income. But so my sponsor, also my best friend, said to me, you know, said, I want you to meet my friend Stephanie. who has a really successful business, and you know, she's great at this, and I want her to tell you more. So she took me there because obviously I hadn't listened to her for the whole year going, you know, previously. But once she introduced me to someone else and mentioned that that person knew about what it was that I wanted, that was, you know, that was the solution that I needed, and she was introducing me to somebody who knew that. So other examples of how you could do that. So when you're very, very new, when I was very, very new, I was still working. I was actually working as a waitress, and I totally did not have time during the evenings to really like make phone calls, answer messages. A lot of the times I would be really busy at work and I'd be running around. So it was very easy for me to just say, you know what, I'm new. I don't want to tell you anything wrong. Let me introduce you to my friend Sherry so she can help. And so that I was still not sure what I was talking about. And that was the truth, that I didn't want to tell anybody the wrong information. I didn't want to scare anybody away. I didn't want to freak people out. So it was easier for me to just say, I'm new. Let me introduce you to my friend who can help. And so it doesn't sound weird when you say it like that. If you have a friend who wants to build muscle, you know, find, and you can use people who fit with the person who you're talking. You don't have to always use your sponsor. We have many mentors here. Like sometimes if I'm talking to a guy, I'll use Bob, you know, so that they can relate. If I'm talking to a mom, I'll use Steph. If I'm talking to someone who is in social work, or someone who might have been or is on government assistance or on Social Security, something like that, I'll use Sherry because she has experience with that. So you can match people up with a person who's going to fit with the person who you're trying to help, so that they can relate. And you can say that. You can say, you know what, you remind me so much of my friend so-and-so because she was in the same exact situation as you. So let me introduce you to her so she can help. Or, oh, I know you want to build muscle, and I know that's what you're into, and my friend so-and-so knows a lot about that. So let me introduce you to him so he can help. So just don't make it weird. Keep it natural, and it will, after a while, after just a few times actually, it will feel very natural to you. And when you're on the actual phone call, you always want to, so-and-so. This is my friend so-and-so who has been a wonderful mentor. You want to really like talk up the person who you're introducing, you know, because they are your mentor and they've done a lot for you, and they know a lot. So you want to give them credit where it's due, and then you want to say the same about the person who you're introducing to them. You know, this is so-and-so, this is my friend so-and-so. She's just really excited and she wants to earn income, or she's really excited about her health goals, or whatever it is, and I'm so excited for you two to talk to each other. So I'm going to go ahead and hand you over to her, and I'm just going to sit back and listen and learn. And then you mute your phone and you let your mentor, sponsor, friend, you know, take the wheel and do the talking. So that's the very basics of it. You don't want to be interrupting and also talking, because two people talking at the same time to one person can be confusing. When you're introducing, just do that. Introduce, and then when they're done, they will pass your person back over to you so that you can finish the conversation. So I hope that helped everybody. And from now on, like, this is the action you're going to take. You have to introduce people to someone else. It's very important, and go ahead and follow my suggestions that I mentioned, and just let's rock it this year, okay? Use that success system and let's rock 2018. Thanks, guys.